is a full-fledged adult. So anyway, they're cute, so we'll leave them there. So I am going to be chewing Trident. I never remember the name. Tropical Twist. And if you're curious about these nails, they're called villains. Which villains they are, well, I'll let you guess. They're just like stick-on, pull-off nails. Legitimately, like they're self-adhesive, and I can reuse them for videos, not for real life though. They'll fall off if I try to do anything real with them. They're costume nails, basically. So I have a list. And I am going to go through them. So let's start with alright, I am going to start with this one. You cannot be anything you want if you work hard or set your mind to it. Okay. So that sounds really negative, right? But I am a realist. And you know how everyone walks around telling kids or young adults, you can be anything you want to be. Anything. The world is your oyster. Is that an expression? I think so. If you work hard, set your mind to it, you can do whatever. I even heard guidance counselors say this, okay? Grandparents say this, lots of people. But how untrue is that? Can you really be anything that you want? No, absolutely not. How many kids do you know who want to be a vet? Not a vet tech, a vet, a veterinarian. Lots of kids, they love their pets and they want to work with animals and they want to be a vet. Do you know how hard it is to become a vet? Do you know how competitive those schools are? And how much science they have to learn and how many years they have to put in? Not every kid who wants to be a vet can be a vet. Nope. Absolutely not. Or how about all those boys who want to be a professional athlete? Can they be one if they want to, or if they work hard enough? Maybe like 1 out of 1,000. But, you know, you can work super hard towards it and just never have enough, you know, coordination or athleticism or luck or whatever, and you're not going to become a pro athlete. So, you get what I'm saying? People have to stop saying that to kids and young adults, you know, because it's just simply untrue. Not to say that there aren't lots of things that you could do just from hard work, but don't tell someone they can be anything they want. I mean, there are lots of people who just, you know, academically are not going to be able to, you know, do some of these subjects that they have to do. Let's be real. Not judging, I'm just saying. Okay. Moving on. By the way, if you disagree with anything I say, that is cool. Okay. Totally cool. None of these things that I'm saying are like super serious to me. So if you want to disagree in the comments, that's totally fine. Just be respectful, and I would love to hear your opinion. Okay, next. Okay, let's talk about laundry. Everyone's favorite topic. Laundry is easy. It's so time consuming. Now, if you have to go to a laundromat, then yes, it's a nightmare. But if you have the machines in your house, what is the problem? Now, if you procrastinate and you have like 10 loads to do on one day, then that's a problem. But if you keep up with it, what is so hard? You put the laundry in the machine, you add the soap, you press the button, you walk away, do whatever you want. When it's done, take it out of the machine, you put it in the dryer, you press the button, you walk away. When it's done, take it out. Now the folding it is what a lot of people don't like. I can fold in my sleep because I have been doing laundry like constantly for decades. So fold, 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 fold. And putting it away was always my least favorite part. But now I only put away my own and my husband's laundry. If I've done the laundry for my kids, they have to put away their own laundry, but I do fold it. Okay, so enough about laundry. Just that I think it's not hard. I'm not bragging, trust me. Why would I brag about laundry? But just everyone says it's so hard. Okay, now, how about this one? Okay, in some situations, forcing someone to do the right thing is stupid. Okay, in some situations. So now, I'm not talking about kids, I'm talking about adults. Even young adults. So, if you, like, this is the best example I can give you. Supposing someone, an adult, does not want to go to your graduation from college, okay, even though it is the right thing for them to do, because they are a close relative, but they don't want to. Should you force them to go? Because it's the right thing to do. Well, let's think about it like this. So, the person that you're forcing will be unhappy. And if you will assume, oh, they'll be happy once they get there. No, don't imagine that that's how it would go. This person will sit in the car through traffic for like 7 or 8 hours with you, complaining. Then you will get there and they will continue to complain. Then they will sit at the graduation, possibly in the heat, in the sun, in the crowds, and they will complain. And they will make you miserable. Well, not the person who's graduating, but the other people. And yes, if you can put it all together, I'm talking about my family. So, my daughter doesn't really want to go to my son's graduation, which is coming up. For all the reasons I just said, it's a long trip. It's a lot of traffic. We're just gonna go, drive all day pretty much, sleep over, get up early, go to the graduation in the morning, then go out for lunch or dinner or whatever, and then at the end of that night, start driving back, maybe halfway. So it's the right thing to do, but what benefit will be served to anyone by forcing her? Well, I said to my husband, who wants to force her, how would you feel if your brother, he has 2 brothers, if one of your brothers didn't want to go to your graduation, back when you were in college? Would you want him to go, even though he didn't want to? Like, why would you want that? Why would you want someone who doesn't want to be there to come? He said yes, he would want them to come, because he went to their graduation, so they have to. Okay, I don't look at it like that so much. I look at it like, if you don't want to be there for something of mine, then don't come. Why would I want you there? Like, another thing is, when you are, not even a young adult anymore, you are a grown adult, and your mother keeps reminding you to call I don't understand what I am missing. Like, why does everyone else like it? I personally like regular yogurt, non-Greek. I mean, I'm not thrilled over it, but if I'm eating it, it's good, But tell me what it is. Why do people like Greek yogurt? What is the deal? It even has like a really bad smell. Like, it's a serious situation that I don't get. Okay. That was an easy one. Alright. Let's talk about central air versus air conditioning units, okay? Now, central air is supposed to be like the superior way to cool your house. Okay, they've always said it is more efficient to use central air. Just air condition everything, set it, and leave it. So like a lot of people at the beginning of the season, they turn it on, they set it to, let's say 72. And they just leave it set and let it just turn on and off with the changing temperatures, just keep your house at a steady 72. Like, don't turn it off and let your house get up to 90 degrees and then turn it back on, because that will make it work a lot harder and use more energy. Versus units. You go out, you come home, you're hot, you turn on the air in the room you're in. It blasts out lots of cold air really fast. You can stand in front of it, it's really cooling. It's very powerful. You go upstairs, you turn that unit off. You go into your bedroom, you turn that unit on. Same thing. In my opinion, that makes more sense. I mean, even if you don't turn all of them off all the time, supposing you want your whole house to be cool because guests are coming, so put a bunch of them on. But I don't know. I just really don't believe that cooling your entire house for the whole summer constantly is a better idea than using units. And it certainly seems like the new up and coming method of air conditioning is these little, like, what do they call them? Duct free or something. They're like the old-fashioned air conditioning units, but there's something fancy about them. So like, you get this little, like, I don't know what, Mr. Slim, it might be a name of one of them, and it doesn't go in a window. It's attached to an exterior wall, and I don't know, you need one for every single room, so you can regulate the temperature in each room, and that's supposed to be the best. What, like, if you work in air conditioning, what is the deal with all this stuff? We need a new system. We have central air, which we have had since we got our first house, which was in 2000, okay? In that house, we had 2 zones, upstairs and downstairs. In this house, we have 1 zone, so you have to turn on the entire thing upstairs and downstairs if you want any cooling. And anyway, it has a lot of problems now. For the past couple of summers, it overheats and shuts off constantly, which is a major problem. So every time that happens, somebody has to go in the basement and flick the circuit breaker to get it to come back on once it's cooled down, So we definitely need a new one, and it's gonna be like $1 million, you know what I mean? Because it's so old that we need like everything replaced on it. companies should not keep changing or improving their products. Okay? Not always. I mean, some things, okay? But, like, for example, you have some socks that you really like. You bought, like, a 6-pack of these socks by Skechers, let's just say. And you've been wearing them for a year or two. And a few of them have, gotten holes and you've thrown them out. And you want more. Well, they don't make that one anymore. Because every, year or so, probably every year, they change things slightly. And, so you can't find the same thing again. So you buy something else. And it's just not the same. It's not that good. Like, specifically, I have a, pack of Skechers socks that I really like, that I got like a year ago. They're perfect. They're like, socks that you wear with your sneakers, like no-show socks. So, I need more. They don't make them anymore. So I bought something similar by Adidas. And those socks slip into my shoes as I walk. So I'm just like fed up. Like, why? Why? I just wanted the ones that I had last year. Like, why can't I get them? They don't need to change things like this. Just keep it. Don't make a new model each year if it's something basic. But you know what I mean. Happens with a lot of things. I don't know why they do it. Alright. That's why sometimes you have to buy like a bunch of something. If you know you're gonna like it and it's not going to be available in the future, I did that once with a pair of boots, for real. I got these black boots that were awesome at a good price. And then I went back like the next week and bought another pair. Because shoes are also hard to find perfect shoes, and I knew I was going to wear them out. Alright, now, Victoria's Secret underwear is really bad quality. Seriously. Like, okay, I can't speak for all of them. Not the bras, I'm not talking about that. The underwear. Don't think about this in the wrong way. I'm just saying. It's bad quality. Like, they always have these deals. Like, or maybe it's not even Victoria's Secret, but Pink, or both of those brands. They're similar. They always have deals like 8 for $35 or something like that, right? So you go there, you pick them out, they all say they're like $10 each or something. Like, oh wow, look what I'm saving. Don't ever pay $10 for one of those. So I like the ones that are like, it's like a piece of cloth with like no sewing on it. It's almost like they cut out the material. There's one seam in the back, and there's no finished edges at all. That's the kind that I like. And once again, I had bought those in the past, and I still have some of them, and they have held up, okay? But last year, I bought a bunch of them like that. 3 of them tore like in the first week, and I'm not talking about doing anything weird with them, okay? Seriously, I'm just talking about, using them in a carefree way. Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, gentle with them, but you yank it up, and next thing you know, it tore. So, yeah, I'm not getting them anymore at all. Nope. No more. Okay. VHS is better than So VHS tapes, kind of straightforward. You put it in. Yes, you have to, rewind or fast forward, and you can't get to an exact spot. But, it's still manageable. We never had problems with VHS players or the cassettes like we did with DVDs. And if you try to watch a DVD in your computer, because now that we don't have our DVD player connected to the TV, if we want to watch something for some reason, most of the computers don't even have a slot, but you find your old computer, it has a slot, you put it in, it's warming up, it's making noises, it doesn't know what it's doing, and you press the wrong button and you're screwed, So yeah, I prefer VHS, but I watch neither, so it's kind of irrelevant, I suppose. Okay, here's one. Alright, now hear me out. Don't jump on me. A lot of times, this is for women really, okay? Not men, so men. I'm sorry. A lot of times you hear women talking about how we should not have to pay for hygiene products, you know what I mean? Because we need them. Okay. And everyone talks about this. Well, yeah, why should we have to pay for it since we need it? It's not right. It should be provided for free. Well, I love free things. For sure. And if everything could be free, that would be great. But I don't understand why people pluck this thing out and say that should be free. Just because men don't need them. But you know how many things we need that aren't free? Why that one thing? We need tons of things. We need food. Why isn't it free? We need toilet paper. Why isn't it free? We need to heat our houses in the winter. Why isn't it free? So why is that one thing a subject of discussion for so many people? Who said that things that we need are gonna be free? I mean, in this country, I don't know about other people's countries. I heard it is free somewhere, okay? But yet, I don't think there is any store, even in another country, where you just walk in, you pick up the product, you say thanks, and you leave. It's free. No. I think in countries where it's free, you have to go to a special place for it, So no one's gonna be able to just walk into CVS, take it and go. But anyway, I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind if everything were free. That'd be great. I'm not, saying I want to pay for stuff at all. But I'm saying, why do they make this argument, which makes no sense? And if it were free, and if everything we need were free, where would the money come from? More taxes. So, I'm not trying to make it political. No, please. I'm just saying, I think these people who are saying that need to think about what they're saying. We all need lots of things. What if you need a prescription medication? It should be free. Well, for some people it might be, or it might just be $5 copay. For other people, they tires is a mysterious and impossible activity. That's my opinion, okay? I know it's unpopular, that's why I'm sharing it. I have never been able to put air in my tires, ever, okay? The first time I remember it being a situation, I was in my, let's say, mid-20s, and I had left work. I was working in Brooklyn, and one of my tires was like almost completely flat. So I drove to the closest gas station, and I didn't have a cell phone or anything at this time. Not like that would help. I drive up to the air machine. I try to do it. I have no idea what to do, okay? I'm just unscrewing the thing on my tire and putting this thing in and whatever. My tire just started deflating even worse from whatever I did. And I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna get home? So I ran inside and, asked the man who worked there how to use it. And he came out and he helped me, and I probably gave him a tip. It's a long time ago, I can't remember, but... So I asked my husband, I was married at the time, yeah. I asked my husband to show me how to do it for the future. So he showed me. I'm like, I don't know. Like, first you have to open the door, you have to read the number of air pressure that you need. It'll be written on a sticker inside the door, and then you have to use this gauge, whatever. You probably know what I'm talking about. I can't make it work, no matter how many times I have tried. So most of the time, I just, it's not usually an emergency. It's usually like, it's gone down a few points, and like I get a readout, it says you've lost a couple, it's like a 28 on this tire, so get a little air in there. Gotta get it up to 32, for example. So usually I'll tell my husband, please, can you get me some air? But there was a time recently where my daughter's car, she doesn't know how to do it either. My son supposedly knows how, but I don't know, I haven't seen him in action. So my daughter's car was low on air, and my husband was at work, and she needed to take the car to go somewhere. So the both of us went to the gas station. It was like, we'll try to figure this out. We tried. We could not do it. We started calling people. How do you do it? Can you help us? Tell us what to do. What do you do? She called her boyfriend at the time. He was trying to tell her. This sounds so stupid, right? I'm telling you, I don't know why I can't do it. I went inside to ask for help. There was a woman working there, and she said she doesn't know how either. So it's like, alright, let's just bring your car home. You can take my car. I don't know, because we can't do it. So if you have any advice on how to simply put air in your tires with the air machine at the gas station. By the way, we're using the free air machine. Someone said that if you